Good morning. Didn't have any intention to do any filming today, but when I woke up and came outside for a little practice, it's just such a beautiful morning out here that I thought I would share my morning practice with you. So when you're ready, just find a comfortable seated shape. It doesn't need to be cross-legged, just somewhere where you can sit quietly. And intentionally or consciously allow the shoulders to release from the ears. Let the chin slightly tuck. And find length and space through the crown of your head. And whilst you're here, just finding some nice, deep, clear, full breaths. Inviting the Ujjayi breath into your practice. And we kind of restrict at the throat center, creating an ocean-like sound with your breath. You can always imagine that you have nostrils on the front of your throat, and that's where you're taking the air in and out from. No creases on the forehead. Couple more breaths. And for those that might be getting a little impatient or feeling like, come on, I just want to move, I just want to do my practice. Well, this is the practice. Being able to sit quietly, to observe. Yoga is the path to liberation. Being able to free ourselves from that ego mind. One more full breath in. And that full breath out. You might like to bring the palms together at the heart center, thumb to breastbone. And we'll take this moment to recognize and pay our respects to the traditional custodians of this land, past, present, and emerging, the Bunurong people. And of course, all the great yogis that have come before us. Namaste. So very, very short practice here. So when you're ready, just dropping the chin towards the chest. As you inhale, left ear towards the left shoulder. And then exhale, come back down to the center. Inhale to the right shoulder. A little bit like a pendulum here, nice and easy, warming up the neck. Good, and then just allow yourself to come back to the center and just let the head hang here. Shoulders moving down the spine. And then in breath, head will come back to center. Dropping the right hand out towards the right, we'll go ahead, in breath, lift the left arm up. Peeling open that left shoulder. If it's okay for your neck, taking the gaze up, or if it's better for your body, take the gaze down. Or of course, kind of neutral is good as well. It's always nice when we wake up to kind of open up the side body. Here we go, in breath, rising up. Exhale, other side. Really ground down through the right sit bone. And then inhale up. We'll just do that one more time on each side. So here, ground down through the left sit bone. And breath up. Exhale, other side. Nice and slow, gentle movements here, waking up the body, setting the foundations for a really peaceful day. And breath, come on up. Nice. Let's interlace the hands together and just exhale, press the palms away from you. Start rounding through the back line of your body. As you inhale, take the palms up, look up. Exhale, let the palms come down. In breath, let the palms come to the heart. Interlace the fingers, press the world away from you. Exhale. Press up through the back of the heart. In breath, arms up, gaze up. Long body. Exhale, hands to the side. Couple more times. Inhale, bring the hands to the heart. Exhale, push them away. Press through the back of the heart. In breath, looking up. Exhale, hands down. Last one. Take this one on your own, in your own time. And then we'll meet back together with the palms at the heart center. This time taking the arms straight up, so you can make like a little circle action here. Find a nice amount of space for the shoulders to rise up. And then lengthen, lengthen, lengthen through the side body here. Keep the ribs in, but find length all through along the underarms and the side of the chest. Keep lifting, keep the lift as you turn from the base of the spine through the middle of the spine and turning, twisting to the left. Let the hands come down, right hand behind you, press into the fingertips, lift the spine up. You can use that left hand to press it into the left knee as you begin to rotate, twist more towards the right side. Head is the last action to find a very small twisting movement. We're still nice and long through this left side body, so we're not collapsing at all, rather finding space from the left sit bone. Good. And then in breath, just the head to center. And we're going to keep taking the head all the way past the left shoulder, rinsing out the spine. Really is like your spine is a sponge here, and someone's giving it like a good old twist, a rinse out for the day. Good. Now the head comes to neutral, gentle movement there. Exhale, let the spine rotate all the way back to center. Breathe easily, just feel what's there. How does the breath now move in the body? Good. And then inhale, take the arms up. Lifting up, lifting up, lifting up, lifting up. Ribs in, lift up, and then twist from the base of the spine first. Not a lot will happen there. More through this thoracic. You feel the middle of the spine as you twist, release the hands. Left fingertips press into the mat, or if you're using a cushion for support, press into that. Also use that right hand on the top of the right thigh or the right knee. Press in. Lift the spine up, maybe twisting the head for the last moment. I don't know if you can see my beautiful Buddha here just smiling in the background. So peaceful, content. Good. Let's go ahead, rinse the head back to center, just the head. And then keep twisting, turning that gaze towards the right shoulder. Not a huge action, just a little action there. Maybe finding the no creases on the forehead, nice wide face, peaceful face. And then head back to center, and we'll go ahead and bring the whole body back, letting it turn, spin on the axis there. Quiet breath. Perhaps already feeling some space, some lightness, some length happening in the body. We're just going to be practicing for about 5 more minutes. We'll invite just a little bit of movement now as we transition to cat-cow. So just in your time, make your way onto all fours. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You know where it's going. And for this first moment, you can notice where the spine is naturally hanging, kind of its natural curves. And then go ahead, just bring that navel in slightly. So you're kind of flattening out the lower back. And then we'll go ahead, drop the belly, pull the chest through, take the gaze up. As you exhale, drop the chin towards the chest and rounding the spine, navel to spine. In breath, drop the belly. Gaze comes up, pulling the shoulder blades together, propelling the heart forward. Exhale, draw the navel in, chin towards the chest, exhale. Couple more in your own time. Trying to link the breath to the movement here. And then let's float back to a neutral spine after that final exhale. And we'll take the knees as wide as the mat, big toes together, just walking the arms out, finding a little child's pose here. You might want to stay on top of the fingertips, just pressing the fingertips into the earth. And then gently releasing the palms down, take the gaze up, coming up onto all fours. We'll bring the knees in underneath the hips, curl the toes, coming up to our first downward facing dog. So you might want to like pedal out the feet here, bend the knees, get the hips high. It's early, so you're probably a little tight. I'm definitely a little tight this morning. So just walk, feel, move into the body. And I think for us to find that sense of liberation, I think first we need to kind of come into the body, withdraw all the senses, become completely present to what's happening within us. And then I think from there we're able to kind of just rest in the peace of being exactly where we are, who we are. And from there finding, I guess, some sort of spiritual enlightenment. I'm not there yet, but there's definitely moments of peace. Good, so when you're ready, let's take the feet as wide as the mat here. Make this dog a little bit longer. Maybe bend one knee and then the other, releasing the heel to the earth. Good. And then we'll take both heels down, take a deep breath in, pull the hips up high. Exhale, come down to the knees, child's pose, your variation. You might want to rest the arms alongside the body this time. take the arms out in front, lift up the gaze, inhale, and walk the hands towards the body. Taking a moment to find a comfortable seated shape. So it might be in Vajrasana, hero pose, or you might be sitting cross-legged, even on a chair if it's more comfortable for this little sequence, just to open up the shoulders, open up the chest. So we're going to take Garuda Asana arms first, eagle arms. So left arm's going to come up nice and strong. Right arm's going to dive underneath, catching hold maybe of the inside of that left hand. If it's not there in the shoulders, you're just going to take Hagasana. Take opposite shoulder here. And wherever you are, we pull the elbows up and away from the body. So we start to really open up through the tops of the shoulders, top of the back. And breathing nice and easy here. Keeping the body elevated, which is why these kneeling shapes are such a good pose, provided knees and hips are healthy for it. As it automatically really invites a nice long spine. And the navel is working in and up a little bit to help us, so core is on. But also the focus, if you think about the eagle, you think about its ability to see and to strike. It's got a high level of discernment. This is what the eagle is teaching us here in our yoga practice. Find that sense of focus. Take a deep inhale, maybe taking the arms up for a final rise. And then exhale, letting the arms come down and unravel. Take a little breath. Perhaps there's a sense of the expansion, just like an eagle here. Expansive wings, expansive body, breath, expansive existence. Noticing the fireworks in your body, the tingles. And when you're ready, we'll quietly, still with all that, those internal and subtle sensations, still with those, as we take it on to the other side. Right arm comes up. Left arm dives under this time. Catching hold where you can. Please don't struggle to find a grip. If it's more in tune with your body to take the shoulders, then just go ahead, take the shoulders. Patanjali's path of yoga, the sutras, very little is actually spoken about the yoga asana itself. Just a few tenets about the practice, and that is to find a comfortable but firm position. It's not about gymnastics, it's not about how the body looks, but rather finding a comfortable yet firm position. So rather, like, reaching and struggling for something to me doesn't suggest a comfortable position. Let's come back to the focus. Maybe if you've got the eyes closed, finding an internal drishti. So not letting the eyes wander, whether they're closed or open here. You've got single pointed attention with your gaze. Lifting up, inhale. Exhale, let the arms come down. Feeling your wings. Couple of deep breaths here. Once we begin to start feeling the physical body and our physical experiences, We're able to step outside of that thinking mind. And from here, I think we can travel to even more subtle sensations, subtle experiences within the body. And then engaging with the world from this place. So when you're ready, we'll come on to our backs. We'll find a little back bend, and then we'll have a short Shavasana and move on with our day. And when you arrive on your back, you might want to just settle for a moment. You might want to take the knees in, have a rock side to side. Maybe visit, rest to one side for a breath, and the other side. And we're going to go ahead and invite the soles of the feet to the earth, and we'll set up for Setu Bandhasana. Just a gentle bridge pose, nothing crazy here. Feet about hip distance apart. And we'll press into the feet as we lift the buttocks up. Start engaging the thighs a little, but not a lot. It's still early. We haven't done much warming up of the legs, so let's take that easy. And there might be space for the shoulders to walk underneath the spine. So if there is, you can walk them under, maybe interlace the hands underneath the body. This is where it's important now to kind of start really working into the feet. You consider a nice long tailbone. Once you're in the pose, keep the head and the neck completely still. Think about now broadening the chest. So can you actually here work the shoulders together? So underneath the spine, bringing the shoulder blades together, finding space through the chest. Couple more breaths here. In breath, come up a little higher if you can. Exhale, lower completely. Release the shoulders, press the breath into the spine. Come down vertebrae by vertebrae. Let everything settle down. And you might want to take the knees in here. Have a hug. And if it's okay for your back to be in full Shavasana, just come into Shavasana just for a couple of minutes. Allow yourself to rest. And you might choose to stay here for a little bit longer. I'll leave you here. Namaste, sweet souls. Have a peaceful day.